Yo, what is going on, everybody? How y'all doing tonight? Another fantastic Wednesday. Hope everybody's doing well. We're gonna go ahead and kick off this PTA Sports Live. Appreciate all those who have popped in already, made some made some comments in the chat. Apparently, I'm going head to head with EVP, so that's an L, I guess. I guess that's a big ass L. Shout out to Viz. Shout out to Afghanistan. Kevin Conran. Jay Berman. What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing tonight, man? Hope everybody's doing well. Man. We got quite a bit to talk about today. Edward Chan in the chat. What's going on with you, brother? Thanks for popping in. Hey, Kevin, man. Listen, that's a question that you might want to ask, like, I don't know, Chris the Entertainer, man. He tell you about all that baseball stuff. I don't know nothing about baseball. We got quite a bit to talk about tonight, man. So I guess we'll start off. OGR's in the building. Take a lap. Listen, I've taken quite a few laps. I have taken quite a few laps, man. I don't know how y'all feeling right now, right? I know how I'm feeling. I don't know how y'all feeling right now in regards to this New York Giants football team, man. Because like we're at a weird place, right? We're at a weird place when it comes to this team and where this team is going and what we gonna get from this team for the rest of the season. And it's weird, man. It's real weird because like I don't necessarily disagree with you, Viz. We might be fucked, plain and simple. We might be. It's a weird place to be right now as a Giants fan, right? Because like, where are we going, right? Which direction are we going? Like, I think it's, and I think I want to say this. I think it's harder. I think it's real hard for us to go any further down than we are right now, right? Because we just got sand blasted by a team that was missing, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 starters, right? Bunch of backups. But oh, Dollar Beer's in the house. Hi, Dollar Beer. How you doing tonight? Hey, listen, Dollar. I'm cool with you being here. I'm cool with you trolling me. Just be funny this time. Just a little bit funny, please. Hey, Afghanistan, what's going on with you, man? Word 21, how you doing, man? Thanks for popping in. But like, here's the thing, right? Because I've spent the last couple of days since watching the game a second time. Jason, what's up, man? Oh, here it go, Jason. Here it go. I already know what's going to happen. Jaden, what's up, man? How you doing? So like, y'all know I always watch the games twice. Like I record the game because I got Sunday ticket, so I get every game. Nerd Now Sports, what's going on with you? Thanks for popping in. So I record the game, I watch it live. No, Jason, I want you to say everything. Say everything you were saying when we was at work. Just so y'all know, I work with Jason. Me and Jason work together. We have these conversations very often. Jason, don't tell him where we work. It's a secret. We have these conversations very often in regards to this team. So, all right. So y'all know I watch every game twice, at least twice. And then I like to watch some highlights, right? I like to watch other people breaking down the film. I like to watch the cut-ups. I like to just kind of like study what's going on with the team, right? And the thing about it is this, right? We took a gut shot. We took a gut shot by getting beat by this 49ers team that's missing a bunch of their starters, right? But let's not pretend like this 49ers team isn't good and isn't well coached, right? If we lost to, I don't know, let's say we lost to the Jacksonville Jaguars, and this isn't a dig at the Jacksonville Jaguars or any of the Jacksonville Jaguars fans. I'm just throwing a low tier team out there, all right? That's in the talking space with us. If we were playing like the Jacksonville Jaguars, maybe the Cincinnati Bengals, right? If we're playing one of these lower tier teams with a bunch of their starters missing and we got mollywopped, it'd be a lot worse, okay? But let's not pretend like this 49ers team isn't good. Now, I already know what a bunch of people are going to say is that I'm making excuses for this team. I'm not. I'm not making no excuses for this team. None at all, okay? But the fact of the matter is, the fact of the matter is that we lost to a above average football team with excellent coaching. Okay? So just put it in perspective. Just to put it in perspective, that's what happened. Okay? And I walk away from that after watching the game multiple times, after looking at cut-ups, after looking at film, after hearing other people's breakdowns. I walk away from the game saying to myself, well, this is exactly where I thought this team was, right? This is exactly where I thought this team was at. Let me turn this fan on before I get too hot. I start sweating my ass off. This is exactly where I thought this team was at from the jump, right? Our offense is questionable. Our defense is average. So, like, I know that we're in a weird place as fans, right? Because we're walking around, our heads are a little bit lower, right? Our chest is not sticking out as much. And I'm not telling you to lift your head up or stick your chest out a little bit, right? Because we don't got a leg to stand on to do that as Giants fans. But what I am saying is that sometimes you got to put this into perspective, man. Like, we knew this team wasn't good. We knew this team was building. We knew this team was trying to figure this all out, right? And so, like, unfortunately, we got a gauntlet of tough-ass opponents this year. And that's not a good combination with a team that's trying to figure it out. It's just the reality of it, yo. That's just not a good combination with teams trying to figure it out. Look at every other team that's got a new coaching staff and new playbooks and new terminology, new verbiage, new checks. Go look at Working. What's going on? I see you, Christopher. What's up, brother? How you doing, man? Thanks for popping in. The fact of the matter is that when you look around the league, right, and you look at all these other teams, they struggling too. And it made me think about something, right? It made me think about what was it like, and I was going to do a video about it, and I decided I would just talk about it here in the live stream with y'all. It made me think about, and I'm gonna get to all the comments because I see y'all going crazy in my comment section. But it made me think about, like, when I was a coach. I always lose my train of thought, man, because I see the chat but I'm talking, but I'm still trying to pay attention to what you guys are saying so that I remember I got to come back to that later. Bleed Big Blue was in here. Listen, yeah, you know what, Bleed Big Blue? Like, no, they don't struggle for 7 years. Understand something, Bleed Big Blue. Understand this, and everybody that's in here, right? Everyone that's in here, if you've not gone to Bleed Big Blue's channel and subscribed to them, you're doing it wrong, okay? Great content, great insight, great everything, all right? I really, really like Bleed Big Blue. I really do, okay? Even though one of the guys there, even though one of the guys there belittles me like I don't know football, but that's neither here nor there. And smash the like button. Thank you, OGR. But the other teams are struggling, okay? So, like, we got to put it in perspective. And it made me think back to when I started coaching football, right? So when I started coaching football, I jumped up on a team, and 50% of the team was brand new, okay? And I'm brand new. I'm brand new as a coach, and I've never worked with any of these guys before, okay? So I remember the first thing that I had to do was first I needed to figure out who all my guys were. Okay, I was the defensive coordinator. I was the assistant defensive coordinator, and I was the defensive line coach. And so the first thing that I had to do, right, was I had to figure out, okay, who are my players and what do I have and what are they good at? All right. And that required our training camp, because we didn't really have a training camp per se. We just kind of got together like a month before the season and started working. I had to like legitimately go through each one of my defensive linemen and each one of the remainder of the defense as the assistant defensive coordinator. I had to go through each one of these individuals and figure out, okay, what can these guys do and how can I use these guys? And let me tell you something, yo. That season was rough. That season was rough as hell, okay? Because the defensive coordinator was actually new. And the only reason why I was even able to come and be a part of that coaching staff was because me and the defensive coordinator knew each other. We played together, okay? So the defensive coordinator knew, okay, hey, Pest got a mind for the defense. He's a really good defensive lineman. He can come here. He can teach these guys. Cool. So that first season was rough, yo. Like it was super ass rough because for one, we only had a month to figure out what we wanted to do with this team. We had to incorporate new terminology. We had to incorporate new plays. We had to incorporate new scheme. We had to do all these different things in order to get this team prepared to go out there and play football. And I can specifically remember, right? Because this is like my first time being like a real no shit coach. This is my first time like wearing this coaching hat. And I remember asking myself, yo, am I a good coach? Like, am I a good coach? Because we suck right now. Like we're not generating any pressure. People are confused. People are doing the wrong assignments. This is rough, man. And I remember having a conversation with the defensive coordinator and saying to him, like, yo, you know, man, I don't know. I don't know what we're doing wrong. I don't understand why this stuff isn't working. Like, this is good stuff that you're coming up with. And these are relatively good players. We know that they're good players, but why isn't it working? And he said to me, he said to me, you know, hey, I know this is your first time being a coach, right? But what you got to understand is that we are kind of starting like brand new. Bobby Powers, I see you. What's going on? He's like, hey, we're kind of starting brand new here, right? You're new to this. A lot of the players wasn't here last year. And we've got to figure this thing out. This isn't going to happen overnight. We're going to lose more games. But I promise you, if we keep working with these guys, because they're going to be here next season, if we keep working with these guys, they'll get it. And that season, man, my first season as a coach on a coaching staff, yo, we won 2 games. 2. It was bad. Like we won 2 games. And I remember that offseason, right? We watch film, right? And I'm kind of learning how to watch film. He's kind of teaching me a little bit of how to watch film, but we watch film and we start to see like, okay, cool. This guy can do that well. He can do this well. Okay, cool. Maybe we can turn this thing in here and do this with that. But we had already had the foundation built, right? So I remember that next season, right? That Nikki, what's going on? How you doing? I see you in here. I remember that next season, right? We actually started a month and a half before the season. We actually was able to like organize it so that we could start a little bit early, not a whole lot, but a little bit early. And let me tell you, that 6-week span of time was so different. It was so different because we had these players that now knew our scheme. They now knew what we expected of them. They now know how we're going to run, how we're going to work, the things that we're going to do. And I'm not going to sit here and say like we were like super ass good the next season. We weren't, okay? We weren't. We made the playoffs and we lost in the first week. We made the playoffs and we lost in the first week. But you know what? Like we had improved over the course of the season to the next season to where we were able to have way better defense, okay? Have the same players play way better than they were playing. And and we were able to be successful, okay? Not ultimate success, right? Ultimate success didn't come until later, but we were able to be successful. And as I look at this team and as I see like what's happening with this team, like it reminds me of that first year of me being a coach, right? Because you see little small things here and there where it's like, okay, that was good. Yeah, that was good. Okay, that was a good play. That was nice. I like what this guy's doing. I like what that guy's doing. And it just, for me, it feels similar. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that the Giants are going to turn this thing around because I don't know. Nobody knows, okay? Like no one on YouTube knows if the Giants are going to turn this thing around or if they're not going to turn this thing around. And if they say they know, they're not really telling the truth. I'm sorry, I'm not calling anybody out and I'm not throwing shots, but none of us know. Because if somebody knows, right? If somebody knows, then they better be a fucking millionaire. They better be a millionaire because they better be betting on the games because they know that there's going to be a turnaround. But none of us know, okay? None of us. So with all that being said, right, we have to put this into perspective of the fact that, like, yo, we've got a brand new coaching staff. Almost everybody, with the exception of 2 coaches, is brand new, all right? 2 coaches. There's only 2 coaches that was here last year. Everybody else is new, and everything is different, all right? So, like, I need y'all to understand that this team is not going to be good. It's not. This team can't be good. It can't be good. All right? And it doesn't matter who owns the team. It doesn't matter who the general manager is, even though it kind of matters who the general manager is. But right now, this team can't be good, y'all. It can't be good. But I see y'all on social media flipping out like this team was supposed to be good from the jump. I told y'all, if y'all been here this entire time, I told y'all it was going to be rough. I told y'all it was going to be bad. I told y'all we was going to lose a whole bunch of games. Like I told y'all. And this isn't an I told you so moment. This is just me being like completely honest. Like, yo, I told y'all this team's not going to be good. It can't be good. So put it in perspective, all right? Put it in perspective. I don't say these things to y'all to tell y'all to not be pissed off about this team, to not be pissed off about these losses. Y'all already know. I turned my face cam on. Y'all can see in my face that I was mad after Sunday. I was mad. Big mad. Like all the way mad about last Sunday. I was all the way mad. But I'm able to calm down my emotions, put it into perspective, and remind myself, yo, this ain't gonna be good. Now, to Bleed Big Blue's point, these other franchises don't take 7 years to turn it around. That's 100% correct, yo. And I'll tell y'all, yo, I'm sick of it. I'm absolutely sick of it. I'm sick of us being a laughingstock of this league, yo. If you know the history of this team, yo, this team is a staple of the NFL. The fucking football is named after Melatuera, like the Duke. It's named after Welton Mara. This league wouldn't be a league if it wasn't for the New York Giants. We wouldn't have the revenue that we have if the foundation wasn't put in by Wellington Mara. So I'm sick of being a laughingstock. This logo used to mean something. It used to mean something. When people came and played this team, they knew that they was in for a dogfight. That's the New York Giants that I remember. And I've been watching this team since the early 80s, all right? I've seen ups and I've seen downs, but even when we were down, people still respected this logo. And now they clown us. They make fun of us. They jump on Twitter and they say all kinds of crazy shit about our owners and our general manager and our fucking quarterback and our new fucking quarterback. I don't fucking like it. I hate it. I'm not here on YouTube to be fucking famous. I'm here on YouTube because I'm a fan of this team. And I want to talk to other fans of this team. And I want to give you guys my insight because I understand how football works. From a real life football perspective. Not because of Madden, bleed big blue. Y'all know I love you, but y'all ain't gonna be clowning me because I play Madden. So like, yo, I will never tell y'all not to be angry at this team and not to be sick of this losing shit. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of the losing. I want to walk around proud to wear all the New York, because I got a lot of New York Giants shit. Y'all should have seen by now, I got all these fucking hats, all these different shirts. I got New York Giants sneakers, New York Giant logos on my car. Everything's New York Giants in my life, and I want to be proud to be able to walk around and wear this shit. So there's some things that you know, there are some things that need to change. There are some things that need to change. I won't lie to you. There's 100% some things that need to change in this organization. Y'all know I don't call for people's heads. Y'all know I don't call for people's heads. Y'all know that. Y'all know I'm not a guy that says someone should be fired. So and so needs to go. So and so. Like I know I'm talking big shit about Evan Ingram right now and talk about how I don't want him on this team, but that don't mean I don't want him to be somewhere else making money. Y'all know I don't ever come out here and say nothing about firing anybody or about I can't wait for this guy to be out of a job. Yo, that's an asshole thing to say. It's an asshole thing to say because we all got families to feed. We all got families to feed, okay? But what I will say is this. Change needs to happen. And it needs to happen soon. Real soon. It just does. There's a very good chance that our general manager will not be here. And I won't be crying about it. Same way I felt about the coaching staff last season. I supported them for as long as I could. When I couldn't support them no more, it was like, well, there's nothing I can say. They're not here no more. Peace. Hope you get another job somewhere. Because we have hit rock bottom, y'all. We have. I didn't think we'd hit rock bottom, but we've hit rock bottom. Hold on, let me take a sip out of my alcoholic beverage because this is what the Giants lead me to do is drinking. I'm out of beer, so now I'm drinking whiskey sodas, and it's delicious. Fact of the matter is some things are going to change. All right, they have to, and I hope that this, you know, I hope that our owners are willing to move into the future, man. I hope they're willing to move into the future, and when I say move into the future, I mean move into the future in terms of bringing somebody in here to do some system design and analysis. If you don't know what system design and analysis is, I'll explain it to you. System design and analysis are individuals who come into a company, right? And they look at the way the company is run from top to bottom. The whiskey soda is nutritious, OGR. I'm not ignoring the comment section, by the way. We're going to get into the comment section here in a second. So system design and analysis, that is a group of people who will come into a company and they will look at it from top to bottom. All right. At the highest level to the lowest level worker, they will look at everything from top to bottom and tell you what you are doing wrong. And then tell you how to fix what you're doing wrong. And we need that. We really do. Because there's no way that this organization should have been bad for this long. It just shouldn't. And I don't understand. I don't understand how we have not started to turn this around. Heartstorm Media, what's going on, man? I don't understand. I just don't understand how this is not at least trending upward. But again, we have to put this specific season into perspective, okay? Just this season. Because yesterday is fucking gone. And I'm not a guy that dwells on the past. I dwell on the present and the future. So the 6 seasons behind us, the 7 seasons behind us, them shit's gone, yo. We have to put it in perspective of this particular season. That's what we have to do. And if you if you want to dwell on the past, I'm not going to tell you not to dwell on the past, but I'm going to shake my head and laugh at you like, yo, are you also mad about Shorty that wouldn't give you a blowjob after prom? I mean, like, what are we talking about here? What are we talking about here? I'm worried about today and tomorrow. Because I've done a lot of shit yesterday that I wish I could take back, but I can't. It's already gone. That's just the way it is. We put it in perspective of this season here, okay? In this season here, we suck. We suck. But we got all new everything. And unfortunately, our roster is not good enough to be competitive with all new everything. Y'all didn't know that from the jump? Like y'all didn't know this roster was not built well enough for us to be competitive with all new everything? It can't happen. It doesn't happen. You're right, OGR. The past can sometimes tell you the future, and we have to learn from the past. And I learn from my past mistakes, but I don't dwell on them. There's a difference. I don't know if the Maras and the Tishes have learned from their past mistakes. Sometimes I question if they have. But all I know is that I can't dwell on the past, y'all. And if that makes me seem like a delusional fan, which I'm fucking not, but if that makes me a delusional fan because I'm only focusing on right now, what we have right now, today, and how we build on what we have right now, today, then so be it. I'm a fucking football coach. I coach football. Football coaches can't think about last week. We can't. And if we're thinking about last week, we're thinking about last week because we're saying, you know what? That play would have worked if we did this instead. We can't fucking think about last week because there's another opponent ahead. We can't. My second year on a coaching staff, if I would have focused on what happened that first year, I would have sucked as a coach. I would have sucked. But I don't suck as a coach. I don't suck as a coach. In fact, I'm pretty fucking good. I know I keep bringing this shit up. But it's my proudest possession. I'm pretty fucking good at coaching football. But if I would have dwelled on that first season, I would have sucked. I wouldn't have been able to evolve and improve and get better and learn and do better at what I was doing. That's why I don't dwell in the past, y'all. I can't do it. I have to focus on what's next. And I understand not everybody is built that way. I understand some of y'all can't get over the past. And if that's you, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that that's the way that you live, man. That's a miserable fucking existence. It just is. And I hope that maybe you can learn to move forward. I don't know. Again, I'm not shitting on nobody. I'm not talking shit about nobody. I'm just telling you my truth. I'm just telling you my truth, y'all. That's all I can do. Let's look at the comments because y'all was in here and I appreciate all y'all for popping in. Giants need wide receivers and we're good on offense. You think so, Jaden? You think we're some wide receivers away from being good? Because I personally think we need a center. And I personally want to see what Matt Pert got to offer on the right tackle. We definitely need a running back. Too soon? We definitely need a running back right now. But I do agree that we need some wide receivers, man. We need wide receivers bad. You think we're going 5 bro? All right. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. I don't think this team going to win 5 games. But listen, I said that I did say I thought that this team could potentially win 6 to 9 games. The beginning of the season, I said that. I don't quite know if we're in that stratosphere. The process is always going to be a long one. And that's 100% right, Nerd Not Sports. The process is a long one. Problem is this process taking too damn long and people tired of it. And that's why I can understand why people losing their minds. I can understand why people losing their minds about the Giants. But we're going to be all right. One day. We all would be happy with 5-11 OGR. All of us. We'd all be happy. If we walked away from the season. Well, no, actually, I'm going to be honest with you. There's some people who would be absolutely pissed off with 5-11 because it means we can't get Trevor Lawrence. I don't know. I don't give a shit about draft picks, y'all. I don't give a fuck. I want to win. I want to win games. You'll never hear me talk about fucking tanking. I want to win. I said it. I said it when we were getting ready to play the Redskins last season, the last game. I said, screw Chase Young. Wait, it was the Eagles. We were getting ready to play the Eagles, and I said, screw Chase Young. I don't give a shit about Chase Young. Let's beat the damn Eagles. I don't give a shit about no draft pick. Like, I don't. I understand the importance of a draft pick. I do. I understand that a franchise can be changed by a draft pick, yo. I understand that. But I also know that there's franchises that have high draft picks and they still suck. Cleveland Browns. Excuse me. Maybe I should take a drink. I had some shit stuck in my throat. Let's see. What else? DJ still learning, but needs to get. We do. Yo, listen. Let's talk about DJ for a second, man. I was so disappointed in Daniel Jones, man. I was so disappointed in Daniel Jones because in my mind, I said, yo, this kid got something. I really think I still think that this kid could have something. I do. All right. And I'm going to wait until I'm going to wait until the whole season, right? And then we can see where we lie. We can see how he plays. But like I was like, yo, I think this kid got something. And I still kind of think that this kid has something. But we definitely got to get this man some help. Because last Sunday was fucking embarrassing. It was absolutely embarrassing, man. I don't know what else to call it. He looked like ass, man. He looked bad. But the whole fucking team looked bad. The coaching staff looked bad. The motherfucker serving Gatorade looked bad. I'm sure he spilled a couple of cups. It was all bad. Dollar Beer in here trolling, and he's doing a good job. This is a good job, Dollar Beer. Good job on you, man. That's a great troll. I like that troll. Wellington on the team when he was like 14. Yes, Wellington Mara and his brother, whose name I can't remember, brought the team together. And his brother was older than Wellington. And Wellington ended up kind of taking over, all the day-to-day stuff. So, yeah, it was like 14. He was young as hell. Young as hell. But the team only cost a couple $1,000s at that point in time. Like, I mean, that's a lot of money in that time. But, like, it was like a couple $1,000s. A couple $1,000s to buy a football team. Imagine that. Mara's nothing like his dad. Listen, I agree. Yo, those kicks are. Hey, Christopher, man. Hey, Christopher, I need to know if those are your kicks, man. Y'all know I own like 3 or 4 pairs of Giant sneakers, man. Those kicks are tight as fuck. I like them kicks, man. Different times, linebackers used to be able to hit over the middle. Wide receivers are scared, can't do that anymore. I mean, like, listen, the game has to evolve with time, right? It has to. And player safety is a big deal, yo. And I know we talk about, like, it makes the game soft, right? But, like, at the end of the day, right, we can't have people with CTE, dealing with that when they get older, man, because that's how we have these football players that got problems. And then we ask, what happened to them? CTE is what happened to them. You know how many times they bang their heads against each other? Let's see. I'm scrolling down a little bit more. These gotten surprisingly better. Offense took a step back. I've been saying from the beginning that this defense was nice. I've been saying from the beginning that I like the way this defense was put together. We need another corner. We need a number 2 corner. Because Yadam ain't getting it done. Valentine ain't getting it done. We got to find somebody else as that number 2 cornerback because we got Bradbury, right? And Bradbury is playing amazing, man. He's playing great. I think PFF graded him like the number 3 defensive back in the league. And y'all know I don't really rock with PFF too heavy, yo. But like right now he's graded like the number 3 cornerback in the league, man. He's killing it. But we need somebody else on the other side, man. We really do. We need some running lanes. You're right, Heartstorm. You're absolutely right, man. And I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure what's going on with this this offensive line. I don't know, man, because these guys should be better in run blocking than they are in pass blocking. I don't know what the hell's going on. This offensive line is built to be a strong, hard-nosed running offensive line. And for some weird-ass reason, they can't run block. They can't run block for shit, and I don't know why, man. It's crazy. What do I think about getting Lemieux in there at guard or center? Who we taking out? Nerding out? We taking out Zeitler? We taking out Hernandez? Who we taking out? I mean, I'd be all right to try him at center because I don't necessarily like Nick Gates at center. I'm not saying that Nick Gates sucks at center. He's done fine. He's done fine, but doing fine's not good enough. It's just not. He's done fine, but yeah, you got to tell me who's coming out for Lemieux to go in at guard. I don't know. I'd be thrilled with 5-1 because that probably means Jones is playing better and kills the stupid tank for Trevor talk. Listen, you ain't ever gonna hear me talk about tanking for nobody. I'm a winner in life. I'm a winner in life. I've taken L's. But I hate taking L's because I'm a fucking winner. You ain't never gonna hear me talk about tanking. That's not in my DNA. That's not in my blood. All right. The only time you hear me tanking is in Madden, but not in real life. Not in real life. Yeah, you ain't never gonna hear me talk about tanking. It's just not. I'm not cut like that. I'm not cut from that cloth. We need a proven center. I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with that. And my boy and me and Jashawn was talking about that. I think we all knew we will be bad maybe 5 games, but when you see the 49ers turn around, you hope we can do that with a storied franchise and some. I mean, you're right. Me and Jashawn talked about this because me and Jashawn talk all the time. We text all the time when the games happen. Me and him is texting each other, talking about this shit. We talk all the time. We got an argument about specific positions, picking them in the first round. But Jashawn says we need a center, and I agree. We need a center. We need a center. I'm not expecting playoffs, but damn, better than 4-12. Hey, Christopher, I need to know about them shoes in your icon. I need you to tell me about them shoes and whether you own them or not. And if you don't own them, where'd you find them? Because I want to buy them today. I want to buy those shoes today. Those shoes are tight. Listen, I wasn't expecting this team to be that good. I really wasn't. I can't sit here and tell you that. I can't sit here and tell you that like I was expecting this team to be like super amazing, man. I wasn't. Welcome back, Viz. Thanks for popping in, man. And you know what, Viz? At some point, because you got a diamond on Twitter, I'm gonna give you a sword here on YouTube. All right. You can sit in the VIP on Twitter, but here on YouTube, you got to work. You can't shine your diamond in their face here on Twitter. You're going to get a sword here on YouTube. I'm sorry, on Twitter. You can't shine a diamond here in their face here on YouTube. I'm going to give you a sword here on YouTube. Yeah. You shine diamonds in their faces on Twitch. You swing swords here on YouTube. I'm going to make that happen. I got to figure out how to do it because I really don't know. I really don't know, but I'm gonna give you a sword here, man. You one of the OGs, man. I mean, listen, I wasn't expecting anything. In regards to wins and losses. I know it's a wrench, but I'm gonna call it a sword. God damn it. I wasn't expecting anything in regards to wins and losses. Like I wasn't. What I was expecting was this team to play well. You already got the wrench. What I was expecting was for this team to play well, for us to get some progression in regards of our offensive line and our defensive line, just the trenches, period. I was like, all right, I need to see improvement in the trenches overall, offensive, defensive. I want to see some growth from Daniel Jones. I want to see our linebacker core be respectable. Those are the things that I was looking for when this season was getting ready to start. I said 6 to 9 wins, but I didn't necessarily believe it all the way. I thought it was possible. We could be in that range, maybe. But I didn't walk into this season expecting this to just be like a great season. We're going to make the playoffs. We're going to win the Super Bowl. First of all, I don't ever enter any season thinking we're going to win the Super Bowl. Those expectations are way too high. They're way too high. And this team ain't built like that right now. It's just not. I'm sorry. It's not. You're fooling yourself if you think otherwise. You're fooling yourself if you thought a brand new coaching staff was going to come up in here and make this team better. You're fooling yourself. It's not going to happen right now. What I really hope, here's what I hope. This is what I hope, okay? I hope that next season, we have the same coaching staff for the most part, right? Because we're going to talk about Jason Garrett here in a second. We have the same coaching staff for the most part, and we have better people in the front office. That's all I can hope for. I hope that when the season's over, the Giants have played competitively throughout the year, with the exception of once or twice. This past Sunday being one of those once or twices. And we have a good draft and a good offseason. And why I got 15 dislikes? It's Dollar Beer in all his accounts. Yeah, it's Dollar Beer in all his accounts. But you know what? That's cool, because whether you give me a like or you give me a dislike, right? It all goes to the algorithm. It means I'm getting engagement, and that's all that matters. Dislikes don't really mean anything to a content creator, all right? Unless you're like EA Sports. Unless you're EA Sports and you're putting your new trailer out. Dislikes don't really mean anything. But it's Dollar Beer because he thinks he's funny to troll me and try to mess up the chat and try to mess up the show. He's like a heckler that goes to a comic show and heckles thinking I'm making the show better. And it's like, nah, you're fucking up the show for everybody else. It's all good. Meant to ask earlier if you think we look to trade Zeitler in regards to my question. Oh, okay. So we're trading Zeitler, and we're throwing Lemieux at guard. Trading Zeitler, we're throwing Lemieux at guard. What are we getting for him, nerd? Now, what package? You tell me, man. What package are you looking for? If you're trading, and be realistic, okay? Don't come up here with no crazy shit. Be realistic. Tell me what the package is. The team that you're on the phone with is interested in Kevin Zeitler, and they are willing to pay as long as it makes sense. What's the package you're getting? That's what I need to know. What package you getting when we're trading Zeitler? I should have bought a coaster, man. My glass is sweaty as hell, but it's delicious. That's a delicious adult beverage. Because I mean, like that's what matters to me. That's what matters to me in terms of trading a player is what are we getting in return? What kind of value are we getting? Who's handling the trade? Is Dave Gettleman handling the trade? Is Dave Gettleman handling the trade? Because if Dave Gettleman is handling the trade, I don't want the trade. If Dave Gettleman is handling this trade, I don't want it. I don't fucking want it. Because we're probably not going to get anything. It's probably not going to work. Hey, Notorious Dick, I don't know who has that kind of time, but some people just have that kind of time, man. I don't know. Yes, we do. Yes, we do, Viz. We do still have Nate Solder. He opted out. He opted out, for COVID, but he is still on the team. So we treat him as a permanent injury reserve player. He will probably not be here next year. He will probably be gone. Like, it's more than likely that dude is out of here. I would not expect to see Nate Solder play for the New York Giants next year. Not at all. I dropped my hat. Not at all. Because Nate Solder does suck. Yeah, I don't particularly see him being on this team next year. In fact, there's quite a few players that I don't know if they're going to be on this team next year. I'm curious if Dalvin Thomas is going to be on this team. I know he was voted to be the captain. I know he was voted to be the captain of the team or the defense, but I don't know if he's going to be here. I can't be sure. Marcus Golden is another one. I don't know if Marcus Golden is going to be here. And you know what? Here's the thing about Marcus Golden. It actually really depends. It really depends on a couple of different things. If Marcus Golden has a good year like he had last year, then I think he's gone. Okay. If he has double-digit sacks 2 years in a row, Giant Opinion Sports, Dollar Beer likes to troll me, so he's got like a bunch of accounts, and he jumped in here and he thumbs down my videos because apparently he don't have a life. He doesn't have a life. I don't know. He's got a bunch of alts. I don't know what his deal is. So yeah, if Marcus Golden has another double-digit sack year, he's probably gone. All right, but if he has a moderately good year, there's a chance that he stays. There's at least a chance that he goes out, he tests the market, doesn't really get a whole lot, and he comes back at a cheaper deal. Leonard Williams, yeah, I was talking shit about you, Dollar Bear, because you're a bum. You're a fucking bum with all your alt accounts, man. Ward 21 says Leo Williams should stay. I like Leonard Williams. I like Leonard Williams. I know everybody hated the trade. I wasn't a fan of the trade, but I like the player. I like what he does. I really do. And I've been saying that since he came here. Like, yo, I like what the guy does. I like what he does. So I think he should stay. Problem is how much are we going to pay him? Because we shouldn't be paying him a fuckload of money. But I like what Leonard Williams brings to the table as an O-line coach, as a defensive coordinator. I like what Leonard Williams brings to the table. I want a Leonard Williams on my team. I want him on my team because I can use the shit out of him. And I know he's like kind of a nose tackle, but kind of a 3-4 defensive end. He's kind of like a defensive tackle. I understand that, but like I like what he brings to the table. I think he's really good. I really do. Trade Golden. Oh, somebody said trading Golden Tate, and nobody's going to trade for Golden Tate. Or you talk about Marcus Golden, because I think he's talking about having Marcus Golden stay here. I think that's what he's saying. Get rid of Ingram and Shepard. Ingram, I'm on board with, man. We can get Evan Ingram the fuck out of here. I'm on board with getting Evan Ingram out of here. 100%. I'm on board with getting him all the way out of here. Sterling Shepard. Here's the problem. We just signed him to a contract, man. We just signed him to a contract. So unless we get rid of Odell Beckham, Sterling Shepard, I don't think he's going nowhere, man. We just signed him to a contract. Not a bad idea now that we aren't running. Zeitler's a bit older. Probably last year we get capital for him. More like, I'm not opposed to trading Kevin Zeitler. I'm not opposed to it. I'm not opposed to trading Kevin Zeitler, getting maybe a fourth. Maybe we get a fourth for Kevin Zeitler. Maybe a fourth. Maybe a third if someone's desperate at the trade deadline. Maybe a fourth. I don't think we get a third. I don't think we get a third. I think maybe we get a fourth. I'll take a fourth for Zeitler and throw Lemieux's ass up in there. Why not? Yeah, I'm not against that. Yo, Zeitler getting ready. I mean, offensive linemen can play until they're like 34, 35, maybe 36, but like Zeitler's up there in age, man. He's still really damn good. He's still really good. But if we can get some value, if we get some draft capital so that we can continue to build this offensive line as a bunch of young guys that could be staples for like 10 years, I'm about it, yo. I'm about it. Was more of a question to you because I've seen people talk fire sale, but really don't have too much that would bring back. Maybe get some. That's what I just said. Maybe we get a fourth for him. Maybe we get a fourth for him. Maybe. I don't know. I wouldn't be against it. I definitely would not be against trading Zeitler at the trade deadline, though. Like at the trade deadline when people are a little bit more desperate. I wouldn't be. I've said this. I think the Giants are going to be sellers come the trade deadline. Don't get attached to old players on this team. They might be gone. They might be going. Y'all see what happened to Ryan Connolly. I got attached to Ryan Connolly. It's something I try not to do. I try not to get super attached to certain players unless they're like franchise players. Don't get attached to these guys. They might not be here. They might be gone. It's very possible. It's very, very possible. I don't be surprised if players are getting traded, man. I'm sorry, I'm looking at my phone because I'm doing some other correspondence right now. It could be a decent move, man. Let's see. What else we got here? Zeitler is still our best lineman, but see, that's the thing, is that we can possibly get good draft capital for him. Zeitler is not the long-term option for us. He's not. I mean, unless Zeitler's going to play for another 5 years, he's not the option for us. He's kind of not. What am I drinking? I'm drinking what am I drinking? Gentleman Jack and Coke Zero. Got to keep the calories down. We finna sell our whole team. Viz, I mean, listen, I guess if that's what it takes, right? I mean, Jacksonville sold their whole team, and this upcoming draft, man, they're gonna have a bunch of fucking draft capital. Now, how they use it is what really matters, right? But they're gonna have a bunch of draft capital. They're gonna be able to make a bunch of moves. They can move up and down the board if they want to. They can get their guy. If they got a guy that, like, I gotta have him, they can trade up and get him. Like, yo, they got lots of options, man. Who knows, man? Maybe that happens to us. I mean, who knows, man? Who knows? So, like, when that happens, because it's probably going to, when we start trading everybody, yo, don't flip out. Don't flip out if we start trading everybody. Don't get attached to nobody on this team right now. That's something that I learned on Sunday, is I don't need to get attached to nobody on this team. Nobody, because they might be gone. It's very possible, man. It's very likely they might be gone. So, like, that's just what it is. That's what it is, man. You and me both, word. I'm a trenches guy, man. I love the trenches. I'm biased because I was a defensive lineman when I played my entire, maybe not the entire, because I started off as a fullback. I started off as a fullback and as a wide receiver, because my cousin was faster than me and he played running back. But after that, I played nothing but defense. Actually, that's also not true, because I tried to be a wide receiver in high school and I wasn't good enough. I wasn't good enough to be a wide receiver, but I was a damn good lineman. And yes, I was not super big. They wanted me to play tight end. I don't like playing tight end. So I played defensive line and I fell in love with it. Think Zeitler gets us a package corner and a linebacker to leverage. Wait, whoa. What you mean? You saying we gonna get a corner and a linebacker for Kevin Zeitler? Is that what you're saying? Yo, that's the same question I asked Bobby Powers. That's the exact same. If Dave Gettleman's doing these trades, I don't know if I want these trades. I don't know if I want these trades. If it's Dave Gettleman, man, I don't know. I don't know if I want him doing that. Like, if I want him putting together a draft board for me, okay, Gettleman, we can talk. I don't know if I want Gettleman doing no trading for us. I don't know. I don't know, man. This dude don't seem to have a great track record when it comes to trades, man. I mean, I guess the Odell Beckham trade wasn't terrible. In terms of what we got in return. I mean, because it was Odell Beckham and Olivier Vernon, and we got Jabril Peppers, we got Kevin Zeitler, we got a first-round draft pick, and what else did we get? We got like a late-round draft pick or something like that, if I remember correctly. Like, I guess that trade was okay. In hindsight, I guess that trade was okay, right? I think we did okay with that trade. I like Jabril Peppers. I know some people don't, but I like Jabril Peppers. I think Jabril Peppers is a good player to have on the field. I think Kevin Zeitler is a pretty damn good guard. We got Dexter Lawrence with that Cleveland pick. I like Dexter Lawrence. Dexter Lawrence is a fucking stud. Dexter Lawrence is a stud. So I like Dexter Lawrence. The rest of that draft, DeAndre Baker, Daniel Jones. I was not happy about that pick. Daniel Jones. I wanted Josh Allen. Yo, I would have loved to have Josh Allen and Dexter Lawrence, right? And I know that means that we don't have a quarterback, right? But we get a quarterback later, man. Maybe we could have got a quarterback. Maybe I don't know. That's what I would have wanted. I would have been cool with getting the linebacker from Kentucky, Josh Allen, and getting Dexter Lawrence. Boy, we would have had a nice ass edge rusher and a beast ass interior defensive lineman. That would have been really, really nice. That'd have been really, really nice. Nathan, I have 15 dislikes because of Dollar Beer. Dollar Beer's got like a bunch of alt accounts, and so he probably is logged into all of his alt accounts, which I don't understand why you need a bunch of alt accounts unless you're just a professional troll. And I wouldn't call Dollar Beer a professional troll because he's not very good at trolling. He's got some hits, but a lot of misses. He's kind of like Dave Gettleman in that aspect. A lot of misses. We probably won't, but if we actually do, we should definitely keep Leonard Williams, Dexter Jabril, Logan Ryan if he re-signs, James Bradbury. What do you mean? Bradbury signed to don't we got Bradbury for like a 3-year? We got Bradbury for 3 years, man. He ain't going nowhere. He here. And Slayton and Saquon. I mean, like, yeah, I would agree with that list of players we should keep. I would agree with that. I would absolutely agree with that, man. Nick, I hear everybody talking about this dude. Everybody talks about this guy. And I know that, like, I know he's with New England, but is he like the voice behind Belichick in terms of being a general manager? Because that name came up when we hired Gettleman. So, hold on a second, Joe. I'm sorry. I got to respond to something here. I'm sorry, guys. All right. Yeah, I heard about him right before we hired Gettleman, but I don't know, man. I don't give a fuck what this team does as long as we bring in legit. But we definitely need a legit pass rusher. We definitely need another corner, an outside corner, because I like what I see from Darnay Holmes. We also can have Love come down and play the slot sometimes. But we definitely need a boundary corner, 100%. 100% we need a boundary corner. Three round corner and a third round linebacker for a young, decent Matt Pert type. Are we giving that up? I'm so confused by your last couple of posts, man. I'm about to call your ass on the phone and we're gonna talk live. Like, what you mean? What you mean? I don't know what you mean. Yo, listen, when we got Dexter Lawrence, I was super happy. That was the only first round draft pick that I was excited about. Like, yes, we got Dexter Lawrence. Fuck yes. Because I liked what I saw out of him at Clemson. I was super excited about getting Dexter Lawrence. And everybody was all mad because we traded Snacks. And I was like, yo, we just fucking replaced him. We just replaced Snacks. Dexter Lawrence. Now, I didn't realize that they was going to have Dexter Lawrence playing as a 3-4 defensive end and put Tomlinson in there. But even still, we're getting the same kind of production out of those two players. So who cares? And I love Snacks. I love Snacks as a player. I follow Snacks on Twitter. I love the stuff he posts. But, like, Snacks was getting old, man. You can't play football at a high level forever. You can't. Wait, what did I just see here? Jabril gotta go? Giant Opinion Sports, Jabril gotta go? I like Jabril. Yeah, he doesn't take great angles all the time. No. And I don't know what the defensive back coach is teaching this motherfucker. Yo, what? Yo, he does take bad angles sometimes. But I like what he brings to the table, man. I like what he brings to the table. We need good point, Nathan. Good point. I'm pretty sure that Daniel Jones will be able to audible at the line, but I don't think he's allowed to right now. I really don't. Because let's be honest, he's not doing the best job of reading defenses. Like, he's okay at it, but he's still new to it. He's still new to reading defenses. So he can't check out the line. I don't think he's allowed to do it right now. I really don't. I don't think he's allowed to do it. This is what a phone edition looks like. No, man. Listen, I'm always trying to branch out and do more stuff, right? And expand our community. So like, I'm always active. I'm always active, man. Even when I'm working or if I'm doing this, I'm always active, man. I got to multitask a little bit, man, because I'm trying to expand. I'm trying to expand, y'all. Listen, I'm trying to expand. And again, it's not because I'm trying to get a cajillion views it's because I want to interact with as many people as I can. I want to spread the gospel to as many people as I can. And I'm not saying that I'm always right, because I'm wrong a lot. I am. But I think I bring a decent perspective to this football shit, man, because I look at it with different eyes. I have to. I look at football with different eyes, man. Ever since I started coaching, I look at football differently. I used to be, listen, I'm not going to lie, yo. I'm not going to lie. I used to be the guy on Twitter, it's probably in there somewhere, where I was fucking frustrated that this team would win enough games to get us out of a good draft pick. I've been that guy before. But it changed. It changed when I started coaching. It's changed. He has no number one wide receiver. Christopher. Where the fuck can I get a pair of those shoes? How many times do I have to ask you this question, Christopher? I want those shoes, man. Where can I get them? He has no number one. He has no wide receiver one. Slayton is good as number two. As I said, Evan Ingram, Shepard, Tate need to be replaced. Wide receiver. Listen, don't let Kyle Pizzle talk. Don't let Kyle Pizzle hear you talking about his boy Slayton like that, because that's his dog. I like Slayton. I think Slayton is a gangster. I don't know if he's a number one. Maybe he can develop as a number one, but I don't know if he's a number one. I don't know. What happens if Daniel Jones gets injured for a couple days? Colt McCoy comes in and Colt McCoy ain't winning no fucking games. Colt McCoy ain't winning no damn games, man. I don't have nothing bad to say about Colt McCoy, but if Daniel Jones can't win with this team, Colt McCoy definitely can't win with this team. He can't do it. Giants Alliance did a mock draft article. If they did, I ain't read it, because I'm not talking about the draft right now. I'm not thinking about the draft right now. The draft is months away. Let's see what our record is before we start talking about the draft. Let's wait at least until, like, I don't know, week 13, 14. If we're super out of it, then we can start talking about, all right, well, we already know what this team is. We know what this team is capable of. So we got an idea of what the draft. But I'm not looking at no fucking mock draft in September, on the last day of September. I'm not doing it. Call a lot of y'all slap. Yo, he is not playing well. But you know what? I saw a bunch of Broncos fans talk about he ass. When we signed him, people were asking, and people were like, yo, he ass. They were saying he's ass. I guess they were right. He's ass. You can't always listen to a fan say a player is ass, right? You can't. Because there's people who think Blake Martinez is ass. And maybe Blake Martinez is ass, but right now he's playing pretty damn good. So, like, I heard them talk about he's ass, and I was like, well, let's wait and see. He's ass. Yadam is ass. He's ass. Happy about Will Hernandez? Yo, Will Hernandez has not looked good so far. And I don't know if maybe it's the coaching, or Fuck, I don't know. I don't know, man, because he looked pretty good his first 2 years. And now this year, it looks like he's struggling. And I don't know why. I don't understand why. I don't know. Jabril Loki is saying, yo, I've said that. Yo, bro, word. Hold on. Let me hit my fucking bait. I've gotten into legitimate arguments about that fucking statement right there. Because I agree with that statement right there. I 100% agree with that. I got into a mini argument that I walked away from because I was like, I don't want to be in this argument right now. I got into a mini argument with, I believe it was Big Blue United on Twitter. Because I said, yo, Jabril and Landon Collins is the same player. And they're talking about, oh, man, we let Landon walk, and now he's got these stats. And it's like, well, his stats aren't that impressive right now in 3 games, for one. For two, we flipping the fuck out about overpaying players. Jabril got what, $80 million? He got an $80 million contract? Yo, if we would have signed Jabril to an $80 million contract, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. People would be losing their fucking minds if we signed Landon Collins to an $80 million contract. They'd be losing their minds. I can't believe we spent this much money on this player. He can't even cover a tight end. These guys are the same player, in my opinion. Landon Collins hits harder. Like, legitimately. That's the difference between a Landon Collins and a Jabril Peppers. Landon Collins hits harder. They both have the same capabilities, in my opinion. And we're paying way less for it. I don't want to pay $80 million for a dude who can't cover a tight end. I'd rather get a dude on a rookie deal who can't cover a tight end. Jabril ain't covering no tight ends, man. He ain't doing it. I don't know what the hell they got Jabril doing back there. I really don't know. Who are you talking about? Who's Captain Negative? Giant Opinion Sports? Who's Captain Negative? You talking about Big Blue United? Because there's a lot of content creators, okay? And when I say content creators, I'm not just talking about YouTube. I'm talking about people who write for blogs and sports blogs, and people who write for, legitimate companies. A lot of them are Captain Negative, right? And I don't necessarily blame you for being Captain Negative, right? Because being Captain Negative right now is what's popping in the streets. Bleed Big Blue? I don't listen. Oh, we talking about we talking about trifecta? We talking about Oh my God. Are we talking about I'm sorry. Are we talking about Marco? Well, Marco and Tim don't seem to be super Debbie Downers. I know James is kind of Captain Negative, but I kind of think that might just be his shtick. That's nothing against him. I think that's just what he does, right? That's just what he does. Listen, I'm not mad at nobody about being Captain Negative. It's what's popping in the streets, yo. It's super easy to say, just yell out, this team sucks, the general manager sucks, it sucks. It's easy to do that. I'm not mad if that's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. I just know that I'm not that guy. I can't be that guy. My life is too fucking good to be negative about a football team, yo. My life's too good, and there's more important issues in the world than to be negative about a football team. Like, at the end of the day, right? We're talking about a fucking game. We're talking about a sport that occupies our times for 3 hours on a Sunday, or all day Sunday if you're talking about me. It's a fucking game, man. I can't. He said y'all had a few. I was just wanting to gossip. I mean, yo, we had a bit of a. Hey, Hub, I'm gonna hit you about that in a second, man, because I may have something else going on. I don't know yet. we had a Twitter feud because okay, cool, that's what's up. We had a Twitter feud because he was still talking about like Saquon, like the Saquon pick, and I'm like, yo, you heard me. Maybe you didn't. I don't focus on the past. What happened last season is done. There's nothing we can do about it. So I was like, yo, man, why are we still talking about Saquon? He's on a team. Like he's on the team. What can we do about that? He's on the team. We just have to move on and deal with the fact that he's on the team. And that's what started it. You're not going to hear me harping about things that happened in the past. He also thinks that I'm like a delusional fan. He also thinks that like I come on here and I tell you that this team is so good and we're going to just get there, which I don't. I keep it realer than anybody else on this motherfucker. Like I always tell y'all, I've been telling y'all since I started, this team ain't good. Don't expect a lot. Like it is what it is. But I don't got no beef with them. I love them, man. I love Bleed Big Blue. I want to work with them. I'm hoping I can work with them soon, very soon. I love those guys, each and every one of them. I think they make great content. I think they're very smart. All right, but they're also about entertainment. It's about Jay Berman. What's going on, man? How you doing, man? Thanks for popping in. Delusional, he says delusional all the time. Yeah, he called me delusional, and I'm like, me? You talking about me? Me? I'm delusional, bro. All I do is spit facts about this team, and the fact of the matter is that we ass right now. This team's bad. That's just what it is, y'all. So here's the deal. Hey, I appreciate that word 21, man. Thank you, man. I fucks with you too, man. I fucks with all y'all, man. Listen, this community is awesome, man, and I love it, and I'm super happy about it. Fucks with you heavy. So check it out. We're getting ready to wrap this bad boy up, y'all. I've been going for about an hour and 15. It's getting ready to be 10 o'clock. I'm trying to get some other stuff taken care of. So keep your eyes on my Twitter over the course of the next, I don't know, 15, 20, 30 minutes. Keep your eyes on my Twitter, okay? And we'll see what's popping, man. And we're going to go from there, y'all. So listen, I appreciate all y'all coming and hanging out with me tonight, y'all. Very productive conversations, all right? This is what I'm going to tell y'all because I'm going to drop my game preview on Friday. It's not going to be a happy game preview. It's not. If you think we getting ready to go into this next game and look and look any better than we've looked, I wouldn't expect it. I wouldn't expect it. All right. But we're gonna go into big depth. All right. We'll talk about it. And then on Sunday, we're gonna dress in all black for this fucking game. We're going to dress in all black for this game because it's going to be a fucking funeral. We're going to dress in all black. And y'all going to hear me say that again when I drop my preview for this game, yo. Listen, get your black outfits ready. All right? We going to a funeral, y'all. So listen, I appreciate all y'all, man, that came and hung out with me tonight. Thank you guys very much, man. As I always say, this channel doesn't exist without y'all, man. And I greatly appreciate y'all giving me an hour and 15 minutes of your time on a Wednesday. Y'all listen, you guys be great to each other, man. All right. I always say that because times is tough, man. Things is crazy. And all we got is us. All we got is each other. Doesn't matter what you look like, where you're from, what you believe in, who you sleep with. It doesn't matter. Hey, Jay, you good, brother. I appreciate you for popping in, man, and poking your head in, man. That's all I need. All I need is for you to poke your head in, and we good. and yeah, you can watch the replay. It'll be out tomorrow at like fucking 10:30 because it takes 12 hours for my live streams to upload on the Twitter for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah, man, all we got is each other. All right, be excellent to each other, and please go vote. All right. I don't give a shit who you vote for. I don't care. I don't want to know who you vote for. I don't care. But please go vote because it's important. And vote for more than just the person that's going to run our country. Vote for the people that are going to run your city and your state. Go fucking vote, please. All right. That's all I got for y'all, man. Undescribable high character player shit drives were known for hard nose smash. Hey, listen, Chris. I'm gonna show this, right? I'm gonna show this, but this is the last time I'm showing your goddamn comment until you tell me where I can get those shoes from. I want them. All right, guys. Hey, be great to each other, man. I'll talk to you guys later, man. Take care.